I'm Elena, 28, and for 6 years I believed generosity could glue a family together. Paychecks vanished into medical deductibles, roof repairs, and a replacement truck that wasn't mine. I told myself belonging was something you funded. That illusion cracked the night we gathered for Dad's 60th at the Meridian. Soft lights, mahogany walls, the kind of place that makes you talk in hushes. They arrived as a unit, Dad, Philip, freshly recovered and beaming, Mom, Irene, in her burgundy dress, my older brother Noah with his polished wife Claire, and their kids Ava and Theo. My younger brother Lucas, charming as ever and alone. I'd booked the room, prepaid the bill, even arranged the flowers. Numbers are my native language, I'm a senior analyst, and planning felt safer than feelings. The first nicks were small. Must be nice to throw money around, Mom murmured when I ordered a Cabernet Dad loves. Single people can afford to be generous, she added, smiling for the server. Noah chuckled. Lucas piled on with a joke about my spreadsheets. I laughed with them, but something in me kept count. Of comments, not dollars. We traded stories for Dad, and every memory I offered Mom turned sideways. Girls complicate things, she said. Your father always made time for what mattered. I felt myself shrink to the responsible silhouette I'd been since college. The dependable daughter, wallet first, feelings later. Dessert arrived, candles flaming. I gave Dad a navy-faced watch he'd once lingered over in a window. He teared up. I steadied. And then Mom leaned in, voice low and knife clean. Elena doesn't love, she buys. The room went quiet enough to hear the candles hiss. I looked at her and understood the bill I'd never tallied. Outside the Meridian, the wind carried the last of the candle smoke into the parking lot. Dad caught up to me before the valet did, his watch, my watch, winking under the sodium light. You know your mother, he said gently, which was the family's way of filing a fresh cut under old business. I held his gaze until the script frayed. I know me, I answered, and I'm done paying for permission to exist. He nodded, not in agreement so much as acknowledgement. It was the first honest thing between us all evening. At home, my apartment felt like a place I rented from my former self. I poured water, closed my laptop, and opened the spreadsheet that had become a second spine. I scrolled through the hidden subsidies of the last year. Pharmacy copays, a down payment on Noah's vacation after unexpected fees, Lucas's bailouts that always stopped just short of emergencies. I built a new model, 0 transfers, 0 IOUs, 0 disguised gifts, a budget that included my dreams, graduate classes, a seed fund for a small studio, time to paint on Saturday mornings. Before midnight, I wrote a message to the family chat I had renamed Team Updates years ago. I love you. Starting today, I won't be funding household expenses or personal requests. If help is needed, we can plan together. Boundaries are a form of love, and I'm using them. I hovered and hit send. No fireworks, just the sleek check marks of technology confirming my quiet rebellion. Sleep came like a decision kept. On Saturday, I took the last easel by the studio window, the panes glazed with winter light. The instructor set a bowl of pears on blue cloth, but I painted the Meridian's wall lamps from memory, ovals of gold, indifferent. A shape I'd mistaken for duty loosened and ran. At break, a woman beside me asked if I sold my work. Not yet, I said, and felt the door open. By afternoon, I was at the conservatory, palms fogging the glass, meeting Dad on a bench. He turned his wrist so the watch faced me. It keeps excellent time, he said. I told him about classes, about the budget that gave my life back its edges. He listened the way I'd wished for as a kid, no fixes, no jokes. Proud of you, he said finally. Your mother believes love is sacrifice. She forgets sacrifice shouldn't always be yours. We walked the fern aisle, reading placards, unhurried. That evening, Mom called. No background clatter, only breath. I've been thinking, she began. I wanted applause where I should have offered thanks. I'm sorry. It wasn't ornate, it was real. I told her we could start again with smaller asks and clearer yeses. She agreed to a family meeting next week, not a celebration, a plan with numbers, chores, and limits. When night came, I signed my painting. The lamps glowed on the canvas, and finally, so did I. I slept without bargaining with myself. Morning felt new weather.